I do have an issue with the fact that in this game, for instance, Rafael Leao was Milan's best outfield player, in my opinion. Anyone creating any consistent sort of problems for Inter down that side. You gave him no support. The team was much better when Theo Hernandez came on. You gave him some support and allowed them to double up on that left flank. And you've gone with the same midfield three that we spent all of last season saying does not have enough creativity in it. And then you put Suso in front of it, supposedly to do the same thing we saw Udinese start to do effectively before DePaul got sent off, which is have a consistent man on Brozovic to disrupt play. It's never going to do that. Suso is not going to sit on Brozovic for you. He's going to drift out wide.
You have to know who your players are.
So let's help him. Tell me, Mina.
I honestly wouldn't know because I don't know. I don't want to play Giampaolo's tactics.
Okay, but I don't know. Let's play Mina's. Let's try to help him at least in terms of, because nobody. You're right. We can't play his tactics because nobody understands what it is that what the heck it is that this guy wants to do, other than play players in weird positions.
There was a great line, I can't remember if he said it last week or not, there's a great line from Quagliarella, the presumed sort of like Giampaolo masterpiece, who had his record breaking, 36-year-old top scorer season with Giampaolo, gave an interview to DAZN a week or two ago now and said, he spoke to me 5 or 6 times in 3 years.
Yeah, I saw that.
Some real questions about how much he's really doing in the specifics.
But surely he can look at this and what Mina said. If you have Biglia and Çalhanoğlu in there, you've got 2 guys who are not good in those positions. I mean, let me help you out. How about you play guys who aren't bad to start with?
That's a good start.
Like honestly, because for me, you spent this money on Bennacer. We know he's a phenomenal player. Part of the idea was to play young players, help them grow, showcase them. Mm-hmm. There is no reason in the world. Okay, maybe I'll give you a pass for the derby because you still believe in the old trope about the old experienced warrior with Biglia. But obviously Bennacer should be in there.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Obviously Kessie should be in there.
Mm-hmm. What about Krunic?
For the third spot, like if you're not ready for Krunic, if it's too much change in one go, for the third spot, I wouldn't mind Krunic, but if it's too much change for you, give Çalhanoğlu some competition in the form of either Paqueta or even when he's fit again, Captain Jack. I think Suso's little trick, he does the same move every time. I think it's getting old and people figure it out. Mm-hmm. But don't play this guy in the middle of the park. Never again.
But I just don't understand how we've gone from Paqueta and Piontek that had this wonderful chemistry to now, Piontek is rubbish, fine, I get it, he needs to step up. I agree with you to a certain extent, Nicky. But also, Paqueta is too Brazilian, too indecisive. This is what I mean by, I feel like they're a bit shackled by a lot of instructions at the moment. So you're sort of taking away the freedom and the creativity that they can produce.
Yeah. I mean, I completely agree.
Yeah.
But I also, in many ways, then you knew management needs to also get a lot of criticism for this. You knew who this man was. You knew you had a young team, and you know that you have to make top 4 for your financial reasons. What are you doing in this?
And we haven't even mentioned Rebic in this whole conversation.
And now I bet they so miss Gattuso. At least, you know what? You don't even need to play good football. But it's a derby. Why was nobody interested in trying to close down anyone? Why was Brozovic having all the time in the world to decide where he was going to take his shots and where he was going to deliver? Why was nobody with any intensity? Where was the desire? Where was the intensity of a team in a derby? It looked like Milan came into this and were like, all right, well, we're not sure we can win this. This is Inter. So let's just see what we can do. Here, why don't you have all the time in the world, Sensi, to do as you like? Brozovic, please, take your time. Here's the red carpet. This is what bothers me. At least make them very desperate or hungry or something.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.